whatever he was before, it's like you got to forget that when you fight him. You're fighting this do or die assassin.
Yeah.
He's just an assassin. And something shifted, and he became the best lightweight in the world. It's the weirdest thing, man.
It's got to be just mental. I mean,
He said that it was the birth of his daughter.
that can do it.
That it just was, he was just so committed and driven now.
Yeah.
And, I mean, but like the way he fights, too, man, he's so exciting. That he just goes right into the fire, man.
Yeah.
It's not, there's no like, let's play it safe. It's like, come on. It was also his like technique.
Yeah.
His technique is so clean.
One face-off changed everything. Islam didn't flinch, Ian didn't back down, and now the whole MMA world's asking who really won the mind game before UFC 330.
And I was saying to Khabib, I've been in the fight business since I was 20 years old, and all I ever hear is, this guy's going to be a world champion, this guy's going to do this guy's going to do that. Everybody says the same thing, and almost nobody ever does or makes it. His father said, Khabib will go in and dominate, and he'll have a run, and when he's done, and then Islam will come in behind him and do the same.
Ian Garry promises his speed and precision will leave Islam swinging at air before ending the fight with a knockout.
I'm too fast, I'm too clinical, I'm too powerful, I'm too precise. He's going to be swinging at thin air. He's not going to be able to grab a hold of me, and I'm just going to chin him and put him unconscious.
Luke Thomas says facing the pound-for-pound king on short notice is one of the toughest challenges any fighter can accept.
But I did not think ultimately the scoring necessarily was all that close. You have that. Now you're taking it on basically 12 days notice or less. You're going up a weight class against either he's the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world or he's number 2 at worst. These are like real bad conditions under which to try to beat someone of that caliber. Forget even just the 64% stat of all UFC fights. In that particular climate, a top pound for...
Dana White believes Islam's composure and dominance continue building his case as one of the greatest champions in UFC history.
The most exciting title fight you'll ever see, but let me tell you what, complete dominance, and it's depending on what we do next with him and what's going on, this guy's headed toward.
Chael Sonnen says Ian Garry used psychology to build Islam up first, then boldly promised to expose him under the brightest lights.
Ian first puts him over, okay? Builds him up, this is a champion, and talks about how great he is, and then Ian comes in and he built him. I watched Garry doing this. I was watching the psychology of Garry as he builds him and talks about this champion and talks about what a great run he's had. Just to chop him down, he says, I'm gonna melt him in front of your eyes. I will make him look amateur in front of your very eyes. He's gonna experience speed like he's never seen.
Belal Muhammad says Islam earns respect because he doesn't just talk. He dominates elite opponents and finishes the job inside the cage.
Now people know how good Islam is. People are respecting him the same way I feel like I'm not getting respected. And then now when he plays with him like that, beats him on the feet, and then finishes him on the ground, I think that now people are realizing, all right, well, Islam isn't all talk. Like when
many fans believe Islam's relentless top control and elite positioning could leave Ian Garry with almost no room to fight back.
Jack didn't have any opportunities for that, and I don't think Ian will either. I think Islam's so good at winding up in either side control or half guard or a dominant position from the top, and he really doesn't lose his positioning. It's all about position over submission for him. Of course, he does look for his ground and pound, and he will hunt submissions if he feels the timing's right. But
Islam calmly dismisses Ian Garry, saying the size difference and wrestling gap will let him finish the fight with ease.
This guy is so small. I'm gonna stop this guy. Like what I did couple minutes ago, I can do same things. Take them down and finish him there. Because I know this guy is so small, he's not my level.
Daniel Cormier says the stare-down became much bigger than a simple face-off because it unfolded in front of millions of fans with both Russian and Irish supporters fully invested. He admits the moment was intense enough to grab everyone's attention instantly. According to DC, emotions were running high, and the atmosphere made it feel like one of the biggest media moments the UFC has ever produced. That tense exchange only added more fuel to an already massive showdown between Islam Makhachev and Ian Garry.
It just happened between a whole bunch of Russian guys and a whole bunch of Irish guys in front of millions of people. So for me, I had to kind of separate the idea that I was kind of laughing to like trying to go like, guys, we are probably in front of the biggest viewership we've ever had.
Georges St-Pierre believes this fight comes down to where the action takes place. He says Ian Garry is a dangerous striker with real weapons on the feet, but Islam Makhachev gains a clear advantage once the fight reaches the ground. GSP also points out that Islam's complete skill set separates him from most welterweights because he can adapt everywhere. In his view, Islam's grappling gives him the biggest edge, making Garry's takedown defense the key factor on fight night.
Ian Garry, it's definitely a tough opponent, very good striker. But Islam once again, his goal gonna be to bring the fight to the ground, and I think if he's able to do that, he's gonna have an edge. If Ian Garry is able to keep it on the feet, and Ian gonna have an edge, so it's gonna be interesting.
Do you see Islam giving like a lot of problems to these welterweights? Like currently the top guys are Ian Garry, Michael Morales, Carlos Prates, all who are very dangerous in their own ways, but it seems like, skill for skill, Islam has the ground edge over all of them. It's just, can he continue to level up on these guys?
Yeah, I think Islam has the edge in terms of skills because he's more well-rounded. He can do it all. And he, especially with his grappling, he's got an edge in that department.
Khabib believes stare-downs and confidence mean very little until a fighter faces the very best in the world. Responding to Ian Garry's confidence, he says beating lower-level opponents is completely different from sharing the cage with an elite champion like Islam Makhachev. According to Khabib, this matchup will reveal Garry's true level against world-class competition. He expects the fight itself, not the trash talk or face-off, to provide every answer once the octagon door finally closes.
Depends you fight with who. If you're gonna fight with Cowboy Cerrone, you're gonna look good. You're gonna be like lion. But if you're gonna fight like guys who on the top, who really best in the world, this fight gonna show your level.
Ian Garry insists he has prepared for every possible strategy Islam Makhachev could use inside the octagon. From takedowns and clinch exchanges to scrambles and striking, Garry says he has mentally rehearsed every scenario throughout training camp. He believes that preparation gives him complete confidence heading into the biggest fight of his career. As fight night gets closer, Garry says every week strengthens his belief that he already has the answers to Islam's dangerous game plan.
What could go wrong? What could he do right? Where could he try win the fight? How could he try win the fight? Is it going to be by taking me down and holding me down? Is it going to be by trying to cause chaos and make it a scramble and I have to be smart with my defense and move my feet and get out of the pocket? What are the ways that this person I'm fighting, I believe, could he try to take advantage of to win this fight? Once he does that, I train for all those. So that in the fight, I know mentally, I've done it. And the closer to the fight, every week that gets closer, it's more and more and more.
Ariel Helwani believes the true scale of UFC 330 excitement will become clear during the press conference and official weigh-ins. He expects a massive crowd and an electric atmosphere as fans gather to witness Islam Makhachev and Ian Garry before fight night. While comparing it to some of the UFC's biggest events may be difficult, Ariel still expects enormous fan interest. The growing anticipation shows just how much attention this championship clash is generating across the MMA world.
I think once we get to the presser and then once we see what kind of crowd is at the weigh-in, then we can fully compare and contrast.
What do you imagine for the weigh-in? Because if
it's going to be like one of those, like the Aldo one where it's like a sea of humanity.
That's unfair. It's not almost unfair to compare it to that.
You don't think it happens anymore?
I think it will still be bigger than anything they do. Like any pay-per-view, anything like that. But that's a very unrealistic expectation to be like the biggest star at the height of his power.
Javier Mendez says Ian Garry is a dangerous opponent, but he believes Islam Makhachev enters this fight with answers for every situation. According to Mendez, Islam has the ability to strike with Garry, wrestle with him, and adapt whenever the fight changes. His biggest question isn't whether Islam can handle Garry's offense. It's whether Garry can survive Islam's pressure on the ground. For Mendez, Islam's complete preparation remains the biggest difference between the two fighters.
I mean, there's a lot at stake for him here, being pound for pound #1. There's a lot going on. And Ian Gary's no slouch by any means. He's a very tough competitor. And, what he has, Ian's got going against him is that he's got Islam Makhachev on the other side, who happens to be the guy that can stand with him, who happens to be the guy that can take him down. Where that's what I want to see. I know Islam can stand with Ian, but can Ian last on the ground with us? I don't know. Maybe yes. But one thing's for sure, it doesn't matter because Islam prepares for everything.
The stare-down may have lasted only a few seconds, but it completely changed the conversation around UFC 330. Fighters, coaches, and analysts are all breaking down the body language, confidence, and composure both men showed without throwing a single punch. Some believe Islam Makhachev's calm expression proved why he's the champion, while others see Ian Gary's fearless confidence as a sign he truly believes he can pull off the upset. Now there's only one place left to settle the debate, the octagon. When that cage door closes, we'll finally find out who was sending a message and who was making a promise.